Flying minutes, or circular resolutions, are a key way by which a board can make a decision without a board meeting. They can be really useful for urgent matters, but they also come with some limitations. I recently worked with a board that was passing about 10 to 12 matters each year through flying minutes. I'm not sure that was the best practice. So what are some considerations about the use of flying minutes? First of all, you need to look at the Constitution and make sure you've got the ability to be able to use flying minutes, and pretty much most constitutions will include that provision. What will be different though is the number of directors that have to vote for a resolution for it to pass. And typically it's a more significant majority, or indeed it might be all directors that need to vote for a resolution by flying minute for it to pass. And that's because of the fact that the board's not able to meet and discuss the matters in practice. So it does make sense, but you need to be aware of that in terms of your own particular constitution. I think though, as a general rule, passing matters by flying minute should be exception rather than the rule. And that's because boards obviously don't have the opportunity to come together to discuss matters. Indeed, where I see boards passing a lot of matters by flying minute, usually it's because the board hasn't organised itself well. It hasn't thought about the frequency of meetings, or it hasn't planned its annual work plan and then set meetings around key decision points. So when you start to see the board being issued with many matters by flying minute or circular resolution, a good starting point is to go back to, have we actually planned our board meetings well, and have we got sufficient number of board meetings? Where flying minutes can be really useful is where you've got procedural matters, and some boards do have a number of procedural matters that are required to be approved by the board, or where you've considered a matter in some detail at a board meeting, but you're just waiting on a last piece of information or factual information before you can actually formally resolve the matter. I think it's also really good practice where the board has passed something by flying minute, that at the next meeting they capture that in the minutes. It means that then the board meeting minutes, where it's physically meeting, reflect a full record of what the board's considered and decided. So hopefully some useful information there on using flying minutes.